I'm here on behalf of the Bermuda Police Service to provide reassurance to the public that the police are doing everything within our powers to address the recent emerging crime trends. Here are the facts as we know them at this point as it relates to the recent armed robberies. Police responded to two separate reports of armed robberies that took place over the weekend. The first took place on Friday at the Money Grab store on Middle Road in Warwick at around 4:20 in the afternoon, where two men entered the store and made demands for money. Those males then left with an undisclosed amount of cash. The second incident took place on Saturday night at 11:50 p.m., 10 to midnight, at Maximart in Middle Road, Sands. It appears that a male walked into the store and made demands of money. He also was given an undisclosed amount of cash, and that male then made his good escape on a motorcycle that was ridden by another male that was waiting outside. In both cases, the assailants were wearing dark clothing, had their face covered, and brandished what appeared to be a firearm. Police at this juncture are following specific lines of inquiry, and at this time it is unknown if these events are related or linked. We are keeping an open mind as to that development. The last 4 weeks have seen 18 chain snatches followed by these two armed robberies over the weekend. To put it in context, in 2014, we saw 13 robberies, which averaged about once a month. As such, the recent trend is cause for concern. Any crime that involves a degree of violence or a threat of violence presents a danger to all involved. The Bermuda Police Service treats these as very serious offences, which carry lengthy prison sentences upon conviction. I can reassure the public that the appropriate level of resources and investigative scrutiny is being applied to these active investigations. All avenues of inquiry are being explored. Forensics, and especially CCTV, have been valuable tools so far, but we repeat our appeal for witnesses to come forward. As responsible members of the community, we all have an obligation to catch these perpetrators. When someone rips chains off people and walks around with guns, everyone is at risk. We must put a stop to this type of antisocial behavior. It's not acceptable. So if you saw something, say something. The Bermuda Police Service will follow up any leads provided. Help us make Bermuda safer. I would offer the public some simple crime prevention advice. Limit your risk by refraining from presenting yourself as a target of opportunity. And this would include not wearing valuables, especially gold chains, openly. Businesses can limit the impact of crimes by keeping low amounts of cash on the premises. This also makes for a less attractive target. Install, maintain, and update CCTV, as this is a deterrent and is a valuable tool for police when following up on crimes. Have height scales placed at the entrances to the premises in conjunction with CCTV, as this is another valuable crime prevention tool. If you require further crime prevention advice, please contact our community action teams and they will come visit you and your premises to provide more detail. So in closing, I once again wish to appeal to the members of the public that if you know anything, saw anything, or have any information that may be of assistance, please contact the police at 295-0011. There is a crime trend that we're concerned about. We are addressing it, and we are looking for help from the public to solve these crimes.
Any CCTV footage from either location?
Yes, we have good CCTV from both locations. I'm working with the senior investigating officers, and we will consider in due course whether or not we release some images. That might help people jog their memories and help us do the job.
Why not release the images right away, and that might help speed up the process?
Gary, it's a good question. It's more a question of the logistics of it. I mean, we have so much CCTV to go through. Both premises had their own CCTV. We had CCTV outside, which was put in place as a crime prevention and a tool for us. It's a question of getting the best picture, sort of assist. So there's a lot of work going into getting the images that will help. I don't want to be premature and send out an image that doesn't help anybody.
You mentioned that you don't want to link the incidents at the
clarify that, Gary. We're having an open mind. I don't want to rush down that line without actually doing all the checks and balances. You're quite right, the modus operandi, how the method of operation, how the crimes went down, have striking similarities, but we're leaving that open. It's probably far too early to definitively say they're linked, but we're open to the fact that they may be linked. And certainly the avenues of inquiries are in place to try to confirm that or not confirm that. If you see people acting suspicious, they're, for want of a better expression, appear to be casing a joint out, and that means they're doing active reconnaissance, looking at the layout of a building, and they're going to strike at opportune times. Certainly, closing time is where historically businesses probably at the end of the day have the most money. There's not as many people around. People are tired. That presents in itself opportunities. I don't want to repeat myself, but there are crime prevention tools that will assist in making target hardening and sort of preventing the impact of certain types of crime.
Are you able to give a fuller description of the folks from the two robberies? We don't know anything about what they looked like. I don't know if they were wearing tinted visors or anything like that. But.
Certainly, I sort of gave a description earlier. They were between 5'2" and 5'7", wearing dark clothing. They were definitely taking measures to obscure their identity, whether a mask or a helmet. They were wearing all black clothing. We believe that they were wearing latex gloves.
And tinted visors? That's something
I knew this was going to come up, the tinted visor question. Certainly, that's a matter for the legislators to deal with. It's not a police matter. They have to examine, the facts and people wearing visors and the tint of them. When people do crimes, they try to hide their identity, and they take all sorts of measures from the classic bandana to the tinted visors, and it's really up to the legislators to decide whether or not that banning tinted visors would actually solve that problem. I'll leave that up to you guys to.
No, I just wanted to see if they had used them.
Oh yeah, like I said, but people will take all sorts of steps from masks to visors to bandanas to hide their identities. That's part of the MO of these types of crimes.